It is in the way you look. You are fine and you can cook. You're not too short, you're not too tall. How am I not supposed to fall when you cook me some oha and you feed me some banga? You know they play with my matter, yet you call me your oga. Now the way you do me so, they make me shout oh lo lo lo. My heart answer when you call. How am I not supposed to fall? Which kind of loving come be this? See us we match like human beings. See us you soft like crocodile. How am I not supposed to fall in love? I need to know. How am I not supposed to fall? Oh, in love.
Okay. Hello, honey.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Now you have to go and tell everybody that I have to cook broccoli. I have to do all those things. You have to go tell everybody, like, seriously right now. Man, that was good.
Thank you.
It was good. What did you title that?
It's called Fall in Love.
Fall in love.
Yes.
Okay, now it sounds like from some actually true life experience. Your true life experience, true or true? True or true?
Well, the best of music comes from your experience. So,
The best of music come from your experience. That's nice. And how's Valentine for you?
It was nice. It was quiet. It was cozy.
No, it can't be. Okay, it was quiet. Okay, cozy. Good. Okay, I was good. All right, that was a very nice one.
Thank you.
All right, so have you met my honey? Okay, he's actually honey. He's actually honey, and he's a multi-talented artist, talent manager, promoter. You are the second runner-up at Nigerian Idol Season 2.
Yes.
So what's been up with you since then?
A lot of things.
Okay, summarize it. Just a summary.
Well, music has always been my first love. So yes, music. I am a live music person. So it's been performing, making music, recording music. You know, a little stint in acting, a little bit of screenplay. Yes.
Okay.
Was in Lagos for a bit. Project brought me back to Abuja last year, so I am here for the meantime.
All right, yeah, for the meantime, I was glad to have you here. Don't worry, stick around because you will still play a little something for us. I mean, that first one got everybody behind the camera all giggling and laughing, and it was really good. Trust me, I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, it's time for us to move on with your weekend. We've just had a performance from Honey. Honey is a multi-talented artist, like I said earlier. And of course, my name is Cecil, and you can see me fabulously dressed, trying to look all Valentine-ish. And of course, this is courtesy Chavez Global Resources Company. Beautiful. Thank you very much for this outfit. And of course, we have some little chops, cakes here and there, somewhere around the corner. You get to see it later. Courtesy Streamline Chick Limited. All right. At the opening of the program, remember I told you it's all going to be about Valentine, love, and all the beautiful things. Of course, our set has given it out already, so it's going to be talking love and all. And I have a first guest on set, and the first guest is a relationship counselor and marriage mentor. She is Aimee Biola Peter. Thank you very much for coming around.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I like your low chords. I tried doing it. People told me that when I do it, I'm just going to look like DSS3 or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and I think it's, I don't know, maybe we'll talk, as we go on with the conversation, you get to know what I want to talk about, your low chords.
Okay.
Or let me just say first, how long have you been married?
20 years and 10 months.
Almost 21 years already.
Yes.
So the low cut and your face is making you look like you're supposed to be married for 10 years.
Thank you.
I mean, you look really
Thank
good.
you for the compliment.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So that's really nice. 21 years. I don't know. Many people admire to say, oh, it's also loving, it's also rosy, it's also beautiful for you. There's been ups and downs, they will always tell us. True?
Definitely.
Yeah, so let's just go straight up. How have you been able to cut through this? Have there been times where you said, I am fed up, I'm going back home? I mean, or I just need a break. Or, like the white guys would do. They'll say, okay, let us just take some time off.
Yeah.
I'll come back again. I mean, how's it been for you?
Oh, well, it's been exciting, challenging, bumpy, inspiring. It's been a process of growth, change. Like you said, of course, there were times when I woke up and said, how did I get here? Like, I must have made a mistake. I probably married the wrong person. Like everyone gets to that point in their marriage where you are stretched on every side and you just think, I think I have had it. But then, whatever you do from that point is actually because you have made some decisions before you started what you were going to do when you come face to face with some situations.
So you had the plan that you already.
Because at the back of my mind, as I was entering, I didn't think it was going to be, we're going to pack this up ways. So it was a journey of a lifetime from the onset.
Was it a case of what people say?
No, not at all. Okay, maybe because of my faith, but I always believe that marriage was designed to last a lifetime. And it should last a lifetime if you can take it to that point. Because there are many things that will come up along the way that can affect you, and some people are able to withstand it. Some other people may not be able to stand the pressures that come with marriage. So marriage can be challenging, it can be exciting, but I do know that it is a beautiful thing, and everyone should desire to be married. Seriously.
Everyone should desire to be married.
Yes.
Wow,
Yes.
Okay, that is deep and that's strong and that's very pregnant. But everyone should desire. Some people might just not desire to be married. So you're recommending.
If they don't desire, then it's okay. But if they do desire, it's something that they can have.
Yeah. Now, I had a show where I talked about marriages like this, and we wondered why our parents' time, marriages lasted. You get them here, they said, 50 years of marriage and all. So it was a live program. People were sending the messages to have a counselor and all. So some people say that because our parents endured so much in there. But today, we see that, like they call it, the Sorosoke generation. Any little thing, they are screaming. It's on social media. I'm packing my bag, I'm going. So how is it that our parents lasted this long? And you also agree to the fact that it was for the children's sake, because of this, so my mother trained me up like this. So how is it?
Well, for our parents, yes, they endured, some of them endured things that they shouldn't have endured, or for as long as they endured it, they could have done something about it. But I also think that a lot of us turned out the way we are today because our parents stuck out their neck and they stood their ground to make the marriage work, even though there were challenges and there were things that came up against them that ordinarily today people would have walked away from. So I think that the reasons why marriages are not lasting as they should these days is that people are unwilling to learn what makes a marriage work and what makes it stand the test of time. Because every good marriage is going to be tested at every point or the other. So when the test comes against your marriage, if you don't have something that is worthwhile, something that is strong and is well built, it's going to come crashing down like a pack of cards. So people are unwilling to unlearn what they think they know already, because people have their mindsets before they come into marriage, right? So, and they have entered into this marriage, and what they're experiencing doesn't look like what they thought they were going to experience, so they think it's not working.
Okay, so they didn't plan for the worst case scenario, kind of.
It's not about planning for the worst case scenario, really. It's about understanding what marriage really is. There are expectations that are unrealistic that people have, particularly I think ladies. Maybe they watch a lot of movies and they see all the romantic scenarios and how somebody's giving you breakfast in bed, how that when you want to get down, everybody's throwing things around and pushing the table and breaking it. That's not what happens in real life. These things are scripted.
Let's create some actual situations,
Yeah.
scenarios. Now, Okay, let me take this one first. I attended or I went to church one day and I was told that the wedding didn't now hold though. I said, what happened? And I said, hey, that is how they stayed in church. They have sang the hymn book from beginning to end. Couple had not come.
Wow.
Then someone comes to whisper to the priest to say the marriage will not hold. They asked what happened. And I said the groom had just beaten up the bride. Like I think that morning or the night before.
Yes.
Then the parents withdrew their consent. And I was like, whoa. So obviously he's been doing that.
Definitely.
All the while. So she would have felt like, and when we get married, he will change.
He will change. Yes, that's the problem.
So I mean, have there been situations
Foundational
like that?
Issues. Yes. I haven't had one where it was called off, but I've been in a wedding where my husband actually was among the officiating ministers, and after the wedding, while they were outside taking pictures, they fought.
At what point does it seem like, oh God, I've seen this guy's face too much? Or no, I mean, at what point does the love start dying? Maybe you can share from your experience or people's experiences.
Okay, like everything else, you have to feed it. Marriage is like a newborn baby that you give birth to. You have to feed that baby, nurture the baby, ensure that this child has all the necessary nutrients required for proper growth and sound health. So if you any day you feel you don't feel like feeding this baby anymore, the child is going to be malnourished and begin to die. So you have to feed your marriage every single day. And the eyes cool down. It depends on the couple. And for some people, maybe 6 months. For some, even 3 months. For some, maybe 1 month. For some, maybe 1 year. It depends on the depth of the relationship. It depends on the work that is being put in by the two of them to make the relationship work. In my own marriage, I think for the first almost 2 years, we were still
in honeymoon period.
It was, even though I'd had a baby, because I remember my son was 2 weeks old, and I just gave him to my mom and went on a date with my husband. So we've always dated each other. We've always gone out together, spent time together, gone on getaways, hang out. Like when you see me, you see him. But this didn't just happen. We are conscious about working on our relationship. For example, we take walks maybe like 5 times every week. Sometimes it's in the night, sometimes in the morning, and sometimes I am tired, but I feel like sleeping. But it's part of the things that helps us to connect during the day. As in at the end of our day, we're able to talk about, okay, how did your day go and all of that when we take these walks.
Okay,
so
okay, now gradually we're about running up now. When couple signs, seeing the signs of did I make a mistake and all that? So what would you recommend? How do you get to spice it up? Because how do you get to spice it up?
Talk about it first. When you begin to realize that you're not as excited as you were at the beginning, the first point of call is communication. You talk with your spouse. And it's important that couples learn how to talk about every single thing in their relationship. That's what determines how deep and how healthy their relationships are. You can tell me how you're feeling and exactly where you're not comfortable about something.
Language and tone matters.
The language of tone matters, timing matters, and what you're actually saying also matters. This also brings in how women talk and what men hear. That's for another day, right? But you need to talk about it. I don't like how does it feel like, are you kind of sensing that things are dull around here? What can we do to spice it up? Women have more ideas about these things. You can take a trip together first. The truth is, life is demanding. Marriage is demanding. There's a whole lot, taking care of children, looking out for your job, yourself, and all that. But you can create activities, you can play, you can do things that don't even cost money. Do you know that in your house you can decide that on Friday nights you want to have a candle in your own home?
Or a karaoke.
So something, you can put a game out, maybe Monopoly, Scrabble, Ludo, whatever, and just play and laugh. You can go and watch a movie together. You can do pillow fighting. You can tickle each other. Little things that. But then again, if you notice that the fire is going down, you need to talk.
First of all, you need
to talk. You need to talk and talk and talk. There might be something you're doing that is switching off the fire of the other person that you need to make adjustments.
I really have so much to talk about. In fact, the next thing I've talked about, but I don't have the time, is to ask you, some people say that this whole marriage thing, a one wife, one husband, one wife thing is all foreign to us. We've always been polygamous in nature, and now suddenly this is important and we are embracing it. And yeah, but we don't have time to talk about that. I'll have to get the producer to bring you on set another time.
No problem.
And we'll still talk about this. Aimee Biola Peters.
Yes.
Thank you very much for coming around. It was a delight getting to do this with you.
Thank you, Cecil, for having me. It was such a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, guys, let's take a very quick break, and then your weekend will continue. It's time for us to talk something else, but still dating, still relationships and all. All right, this time I will be welcoming on set, well, kind of a usual face on set. She's been here before. She is the initiator of Abuja VIP Speed Date, and she is a personal stylist of PJ Style House. PJ, Pauline James. Yeah, Pauline James, welcome.
Thank you.
You look good.
Thank you, you too.
It's green your color of violet. I thought they said it was supposed to be red.
Oh yeah, there's a touch of red somewhere.
A touch of red. I mean, by the way, who says must violet be red? I mean, must the Valentine color be red all the time? I mean, I can create my own color of love now.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So, I don't know if you listened to my conversation with the first guest.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
So, do you agree that many relationships don't last as much as many of them? And 6 months, in fact, she does shock me that having a couple fight.
Yeah,
So I mean, the wedding is about ending on your own wedding day. So I mean, many marriages don't last 6 months, 1 year, and they are wondering like, oh, did I just made a mistake? So have you seen friends or situations like that?
yeah. Some I've seen of 3 months. I've seen 8 months, 1 year.
All right, now I'm trying to link this up with what you do, speed
Yes.
dating. We've heard of speed dating. Well, maybe not many people get to understand it. Maybe you want to quickly explain to us what speed dating actually is, then we'll go on
Okay.
from there.
All right, speed dating. Let's first of all go to where it started from. At least you need to know the foundation of the startup.
Okay.
It started in 1998 by a rabbi, Yaakov Deyo. Jewish singles to meet. So, speed dating is a social event where eligible singles meet and converse individually with all participating partners or participants in order to find a matching date.
So people indicate interest that, okay, I just want to be part of this.
Yes, but you have to be single.
Okay,
You
have to
could
be
be divorced, you could be a widow, single, but the main thing is you have to be a professional single. You have what to do, but you have to be single. We don't have no married in person. You won't be in a relationship in it either. You just have to come single.
Okay. You don't need to. Now, let me see. So, single guys, single ladies.
Exactly.
They come indicate interest. Oh, PJ, I want to be part of this. Then you get them registered. Then on the day of the supposed speed date, paint to us the scenario. What happened? How does it?
Okay, has to be. I come in as the facilitator, so I take care of I provide a good I won't say like the best ambience for that, because at the end of the day these are all total strangers coming to meet, so you have to create the best, like a good ambience for them to be able to feel relaxed, a cool ambience, and then get them to register, because you need some vital information. You can just come hop in and register even if you have the money to do that. You have to tell us what you do, where you work, your house address, because it's meant to be safe. That's actually one of the concepts or the idea.
Meant to be safe. So you get all this information just to be sure that the person is not.
Yeah, you're not gonna there's no catfish in it.
Okay.
There's no impersonation, like compared to online dating where people don't even know who they're dating just because
So you get to find this fact out. When they give you this information, you have a way of making sure that it's...
Well, we don't go that far,
but
because nowadays our numbers are all linked to a whole lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah, so that makes it easier.
Okay.
But you meet the person. The safe thing is you meet this stranger in the presence of other people as well.
Okay, so now, just for asking this next question. So, who doesn't qualify to be? I mean, when I give you my information, I'm a guy, and I'll tell you, I'm just a carpenter, but but I really want to meet someone who is a high-flying working class lady.
Okay.
I mean, would that disqualify the guy?
Well, every speed dating has should have a certain category. If my last event was from 30 to 50 years, reversed participants. I had a lot of singles as well. I had people that were in the banking sector, business sector as well. So it's about what level of professionalism are coming together, or professionals are coming together. Yeah, they have to have the same mindset. Yeah, so they'll be able to, because you have very few minutes to get to know each other.
Okay, so how long, what's the duration of each? So that means if there are 7 guys, I have to meet the 7 guys.
You're free to meet all the 7 guys, talk to them.
So maybe you give me a duration of like 5 minutes, for instance.
It spans from 3 to 5 minutes, depending on
what kind of questions are
you expected to ask? You ask questions related to hobbies, work. Like I said, it's professional. Origin, where you from, what do you really like. But you don't go to ask how much is your salary. No, that's off. You ask questions. What do you really think about this? You get to know. These are the basic. Yes.
Okay.
Speed dating gives you that opportunity to get to know someone. Then you can further it.
Okay.
If you have a match.
Now, let's say for instance, Lady B now likes Man D, but Man D likes Lady F. Lady F doesn't mind Man A. So you work out that hexagon.
Like I said, it has to go with the dating match. If there's no match, you don't get the contacts. You try again.
Okay, so it's a match. So we need to now have. So when Lady B likes Lady Guy D, Guy D has to like.
Yeah, that's why there's a match.
So, woo, that's going to be hard because
that's just maybe like the cons of the speed date.
Okay.
You may not get a match.
You may not get a
because
match.
it's a limited time, 3 to 5 minutes to be able to talk to the person. But if you become open-minded, yes, and with an open mind, you're able to interact more within your short minutes. You'll be able to get at least 3 or 4 matches.
Okay, we'll get 3 or 4 matches. Okay, that's nice. So if my match and I now end up I got a match. We went out on the date first month. After the second month, I realized that I don't like this guy again. I'll call PJ. What would my option be?
Actually, after the speed date, the next day, if there are matches, we'll assign the contacts to all the matches.
Okay.
So you can decide to go on the date with one, Mr. A today, Mr.
Okay,
2,
wait.
and then it's guilt-free. There's this option to also pull out if you try the first date and there's no spark on it. Yes, it's guilt-free.
But so when I'm going on this, can I get their phone numbers?
Once there is a match, if it's
I mean,
guys
when we're
match
talking, all right. So before our 3 minutes is up, I don't quickly collect phone
No,
numbers.
you don't. The participant don't get to exchange contacts.
Numbers.
That's where the facilitator or the hostess come in. We already have the contacts.
So you tell them already that
you just have, as a participant, you're given a sheet to say, okay, I would like to meet Mr. D again, and you give your reasons. So at the end of the whole event, we look at, okay, you Cecil matched Mr. D, and really Mr. D also matched her. That's a good way. We send you Mr. D's contact and send Mr. D's his contact.
So it's okay. I was just imagining while I was with Mr. A, we were very exchange contact.
No, there's no contact exchange.
There's no contact exchange. Yes. All right. So now, what about people who this guy is dating this lady? Well, this lady is nagging and everything, so he just wants to get away from her. He hears of your speed date and decides to say, okay, well, let me give it a shot so that if I get a match, I can kick that baby off.
That was a hard one. The hard one.
Yeah, I don't know. So I mean, there could be maybe you just don't know. There could have been some people like that who just say,
yeah,
okay, I mean, this my partner is a whole lot of headache, so I would like to. Okay, that's good. So have you had one this year?
No, we moved it to after the election. Yes, we're gonna have
the
one.
election has taken over everything.
So
okay.
Right after the election, it's gonna come up.
It's gonna come up. All right, so we can check out on our Instagram page and to follow up on that.
PJ Style House.
PJ Style House.
Yes.
All right, so PJ, I really enjoyed this with you. talking speed dating. Now, at least we understand a bit, at least to an extent, what speed dating is. So, are they like desperate singles who go into this? Or
Actually, speed dating are not for desperate singles. It's actually for busy singles, because just like you now, you're working, and sometimes you want to hang out, but time.
Okay.
There's no time.
Can we just go there for adventure?
Yes, you can come. Like I said, you come with an open mind. Come to have fun. Come to network as well. So, even if there's no much.
Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, you're still single.
Yes,
now,
I am.
People talk about Valentine like it's all whole couple lovey-dovey kind of duvet thing. Like, where is my okay, honey talked about cousin Valentine.
He had a quiet and cozy.
Quiet. Oh, you remember quiet and cozy. Okay, good. So how can singles? How do you, or you and your single friend? How can singles have fun at Valentine?
Well, it has to start with self-love. I always believe, I'm a firm believer, you have to love yourself for people to be able to know how to love you. Because if I don't love myself, you don't even know if I know what love is. So for my single friends and I always give myself something.
What did you do this year?
For Val, I took myself out. I went to the City View restaurant.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
And I had a reserved table for I alone.
Yes. Okay. Now, yes, I should think about doing that, Yeah, I mean, after this whole election brouhaha, I'm going to just reserve one place. I like that view you talked about. So I can get to see the city.
Yeah.
Good, I should do that then. I'm just going to have a whole lovely, alone cozy.
You should try the naan bread. It's so nice.
I should try which one?
The naan bread.
Okay, I will. All right, PJ, thank you very much. You had a what do you call it?
I'm a facilitator.
Facilitator of the Abuja VIP speed date, and of course, PJ Style House. Thank you very much for doing this with us.
Welcome.
Loving you, I smiled at the mirror, and people thought I was crazy. You make my days brighter with your appearance, and left behind your thoughts to remind me of your presence. But never could I be alone again, as you blinded me completely in you. Come and love me like I do. Alright, this is a poem I just saw online. There are so many romantic poems. I just thought, I don't know, I should say something romantic for you. I mean, something, for the couples, or just for you alone to love yourself. And that's just my little piece to say Happy Valentine's to you. And if you're just joining us, you're right on time for the ending, for the bye-bye of the program. And along the line, I've been having chats with some interesting personalities. I've had Aimee, I've had PJ, and of course, Honey. All right, and you know what? We have this before us, and this cake is courtesy Chavis Limited. So, ladies, please let's do me the honor. Let's cut this. Let's pop this wine, and let me take a piece of this cake. So. Please, do us the honor of popping it. Okay, then this is glass. Oh, his hands are busy, so I'm gonna okay. So that way, just in case.
In case you pop.
Okay, help it. Coming up with it. Yeah. Ooh! Nice.
Yep.
Okay, his hands are busy. Alright, so I guess we cheers to
Love.
cheers to love,
Lasting love.
and PJ,
Just to good love.
cheers to good health, and cheers to friendship forever.
Oh yeah.
Alright, cheers. Cheers. Alright, so yeah, well, you have the rest of the bottle. Alright, so on behalf of the entire production crew of Your Weekend, and of course Aimee, PJ, and Honey, we say Happy Valentine. And Honey, we'll leave it up to you. Let's give us another beautiful piece like you did. Okay.
Okay. I will keep loving you. 'Cause it's the right thing to do. Love doesn't just happen. It's a choice that you make.
True. Yeah.
It's a commitment to the fairy tale story and the time that you take. Your head is for thinking and your heart is for loving. So don't love with your head and please don't think with your heart. You're my colors in Eden. Even roses have thorns in their season. All of my thoughts and all my memories, they revolve around you. I can't imagine any life worth living if I ain't loving you. Even at all those times when I didn't feel I could handle you, I will keep loving you, 'cause it's the right thing to do. I will keep, 'cause it's the right thing to do. I will keep loving you, 'cause it's the right thing to do.
Bravo, bravo, bravo. Thank you. Awesome.
Thank you.
NTA, your one-stop entertainment channel.